Welcome back. We're reading the Quran. Quick announcement. Well, not really announcement, but my little one is playing with her stuffed animals, and I've asked her to keep it down. So if you hear a random giggling, that's why. Because she's just pretending to wrestle her stuffies. So there's that. So I'll do my best to keep that sound away. But kids sometimes, no matter how many times you ask them to be quiet, they just do their own thing. So other parents out there know what I mean. All right, so we are on Nahl, and let's begin. Nahl, or the bee. In the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Okay, sign verse 1 says in parentheses, Inevitable cometh to pass the command of Allah. Seek ye not then to hasten it. Glory to him, and far is he above having the partners they ascribe unto him. Okay. I thought it was going to say like the ALM, but it did not. Okay. He doth send down his angels with inspiration of his command to such of his servants as he pleaseth, saying, Warn man that there is no God but I, so do your duty unto me. He has created the heavens and the earth for just ends. Far is he above having the partners they ascribe to him. He has created man from a sperm drop, and behold, this name man becomes an open disputer. And cattle he has created for you men, from them ye derive warmth, and numerous benefits of their meat ye eat. And ye have a sense of pride and beauty in them, as ye drive them home in the evening, and as ye lead them forth to pasture in the morning. Man, I wish I could have some really cool, cows, like a big bull in my yard. Man, get your own meat from a really good cow. What a blessing. Okay, Nahl. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ata amrullahi falatasta. Jilu subhanahu wa ta'ala ama yushrikun. Yunazilul malaikata biruhi min amrihi ala mayasha min ibadihi an anziru annahu la ilaha illa ana fatakun kalakas samawati wal arda bil haq ta'ala amma yushrikun kalakal insana min nutfatin fa iza huwa kasimum mumbin. Wal an ama kalaka lakum fiya dif'un wa manafiu wa minha takulun walakum fiha jamalun hina turihuna wa hina tarsun. Okay. And they carry your heavy loads to lands that ye could not otherwise each, except with souls with distress. For your Lord is indeed most kind, most merciful. That's true. The cattle used to do a lot of work before. And he has created horses, mules, and donkeys for you to ride and use for show. And he has created other things of which ye have no knowledge. And unto Allah leads straight the way, but there are ways that turn aside. If Allah had willed, he could have guided all of you. It is he who sends down the rain from the sky. From it ye drink, and out of it grows the vegetation on which ye feed your cattle. With it he produces for you corn, olives, date palms, grapes, and every kind of fruit. Verily is this a sign for those who give thought. He has made subject to you the night and the day, the sun and the moon, and the stars are in subjection by his command. Verily in this are the signs for men who are wise, in the things on this earth which he has multiplied in varying colors and qualities. Verily in this is a sign for men who celebrate the praises of Allah in gratitude. It is he who has made the sea subject, that ye may eat thereof flesh that is fresh and tender. No lie, family, my favorite treat for myself is sushi, like real sushi. Seafood is such a blessing. And salmon, river fish, and lake fish too, and catfish. And that ye may extract therefrom ornaments to wear. Oh yeah, I wanted to go to the beach and get some shells. And it's, yeah, that's an interesting thing to say, that you can get things from the sea and you can wear it. It's really cool. And thou seest the ships therein that plow the waves, that ye may seek thus of the bounty of Allah, and that ye may be grateful. Nuclear power plants, though, like in Japan, and oil spills are ruining the ocean. And garbage. Wa tahmilu aska lakum ila baladilam takunu baligihi ila bi shikil anfus ina rabakum la rafur rahim wal kaila wal bigala wal hamira li tarkabuha wazina wa yakluku ma la ta'lamun wa ala lahi kasdus sabaili wa min hajir wa la shar lahadakum ajmin huwa lazi anzala minas sama ima ala kuminu sharabun wa minhu shajarun fihi tusimun yumbitu lakum bihi zara wazaytuna wan nakhila wal alnaba wa min kulli thamarat ina fi zalika layatal likalwi min yatafakkarun wasakhara lakumul layla wan nahara washamsa wal kamar wan nujumu musakkaratum bi amri ina fi zalika la ayatil likawmin yakilun wa ma zara'a lakum fil ardi muktalifan alawanu ina fi zalika la ayatal likawmin yazakkarun wa huwa allazi sakharal bahra litakulu minhu lahman tariyan wastastakhruju minhu hilyatan talbasunaha wa taral fulka mawakira fihi wa litagu min fadlihi wa la alakum tashkurun. Yay, yay. Okay. Right. And he has set up on the earth mountains standing firm, lest it should shake with you, and rivers and roads, that ye may guide yourselves. And marks and signposts, and by the stars men guide themselves. Yeah, navigation is important on the sea for the stars. Like the Underground Railroad, when Harriet Tubman and like Frederick Douglass and other slaves were escaping the plantations in the South, many of them could not read and write. However, the slaves would follow the North Star, the stars essentially, to find the way to escape into the northern states where slavery was illegal and they could be free. Every time I think of that, when it says here in the Quran, like the signposts and stars, the North Star was literally a signpost, and it helped people escape the southern plantations. I mean, that is to me, a prime example of the stars being a savior of guidance, like a signpost on how to get the heck out of there. Is then he who creates like one that creates not? Will ye not receive admonition? If ye would count up the favors of Allah, never would ye be able to number them, for Allah is oft-forgiving, most merciful. And Allah doth know what ye conceal and what ye reveal. And those whom they invoke besides Allah create nothing and are themselves created. They are things dead, lifeless, nor do they know when they will be raised up. Your God is one God. As to those who believe not in the hereafter, their hearts refuse to know, and they are arrogant. Undoubtedly, Allah doth know what they conceal and what they reveal. Verily, He loveth not the arrogant. He loveth not the arrogant. When it is said to them, what is it that your Lord has revealed? They say, tales of the ancients. Let them bear on the day of judgment their own burdens in full, and also something of the burdens of those without knowledge, whom they mislead. Alas, how grievous the burdens they will bear. Those before them did also plot against Allah's way, but Allah took their structures from their foundations, and the roof fell down on them from above, and the wrath seized them from the directions they did not perceive. Okay, this is going to be totally nerdy, but it says, but Allah took their structures from their foundations, and the roof fell down on them from above. It's like when Cersei Lannister had the citadel, no, the Red Keep. The Red Keep crumbled down on top of her, and she, as the dragons burned every direction, she was seized from every direction. She could not escape. So that's like a really cool example. It's fantasy, yes. But, yes, Daenerys was not a god. I'm just talking about military strategies. But that's an interesting thing to think of. Right? Then on the day of judgment, He will cover them with shame and say, where are my partners concerning whom ye used to dispute with the godly? Those endued with knowledge will say, this day indeed are the unbelievers covered with shame and misery. Namely, those whose lives the angels take in state of wrongdoing to their own souls. Then would they offer submission with pretense. We did no evil knowingly. The angels will reply, nay, but verily Allah knoweth all that ye did. So enter the gates of hell to dwell therein. Thus evil indeed is the abode of the arrogant. It's hard to be not arrogant, so like to stop being arrogant and to learn to be humble. I think the tests of life can make you more humble. I was an arrogant person before, and like one time, I'll give an example, okay, just real quick. So I was at this one job. This lady, she made a mistake on the salad station. This was like 9 years ago. She made a mistake on the salad station. And I was rude, and I was like, don't you know your job? Don't you know the menu? Why are you messing up? I was rude. I was arrogant because I didn't make that many mistakes. Then she cried, and I didn't say sorry. And I was like, a jerk. And I was arrogant. Then, in a different job, man, I had a manager who would henpeck me to death. Ooh, she was so salt. Pure salt. She would find things to complain about that made no sense, and she would not stop staring and bullying me like a hawk. She made my life miserable, and I became humble. So that's a good example of the test of just like, dang, man, like, oh, what goes around comes around. But the arrogant. And then another example, I was arrogant, right? Because some people think being pious can turn into being arrogant. Thinking you like are the best, you can turn arrogant. Some people don't realize how quickly that can happen, or when they're really being arrogant. Like arrogant, cocky, strutting around. I once was so arrogant to this one chick, and she was just ignoring me, right? And then I went and I turned my head, and her friend came and started to try to fight with me. And I'm not going to go into all the details, but it was a crazy fight. And it was all because of me being arrogant. All because of me being arrogant. So I think it's correct when we say, like, hell would have arrogant people, because when you are arrogant, you're spreading pain. Not like you can spread physical pain, but mental pain, I think. What do you think, family? What do you think?